It's Marvel time! Hello and welcome to another figure review. Today I'm going to have a look at the Figma EX42 Deadpool DX version with all the extra stuff. So this is the classic Figma box. We're going to go over it real quickly because there's nothing really special on it. There's some pictures of the figure, which is not really... There's no point to this because I'm going to look at the figure right now. But yeah, regular box, red and black. Got some pictures of the figure and oh, look at all these accessories. Blah. I can't tell you what's the difference between the EX version and the non-EX version, but I'm guessing just hands and maybe some weapons, I don't know. But I got this one because, why not? When I got the non-DX version of Link from The Legend of Zelda, I thought it was kind of like, I thought they cut some stuff rather than add some stuff from the regular version. Oh boy, oh man, oh boy, oh man, guys, I usually pride myself on not buying bad figures. Usually I'm looking at the promo shots and I'm like, yeah, that doesn't look so good. I'm being tentative and I'm waiting for other people to review it. But with this one, I got, alright? I thought about going all out this episode and having Deadpool jumping around and breaking the fourth wall. It's not worth it, alright? It's not worth it. But before we go even deeper, I want to have a look real quick at the size. He stands at 15, a little over 15 centimeters to the top of his head, which means he's about 6 inches tall. Now, the figure itself, the neck. That's the first thing that stands out, right? Look at his dumb giraffe neck, and it's not even connected right over here. So if you want to make this look good, you're gonna have to have him hunched over all the time, so at least that looks decent. But now he's always like that. He has how did they do that? How did they screw that up so bad? The neck is just way too long and it's ugly. So there you got that. The head is not straight over here. Like this piece is bigger than the back piece. Why? I don't know. Torso is way too long. He also looks super slim. I mean, that depends on how you look at it. You know, you have different styles, and I would have made the chest a little bit bigger. It does have some shading in the back over here, like a darker tone going down in the middle. That looks cool, at the very least. And I mean the molding on it, on the detail over here, the clothes, that looks all very good. And the paint job also is clean for the most part. Also, there's a difference in paint. Like, I see the shoulders over here, they're glossy, the black is glossy, and the black in the torso is matte. So, yeah, okay, whatever. I mean, it looks the same for the red. There's a little bit of a color difference also in the ball joint. It's not too bad, but still. And, yeah. I mean, I like the red, though. And I like the type of shading that goes into it. And his fist just went bye-bye. Okay, well, whatever. Yeah, you got the belt, which, for all the shading that's in the rest of it, having the belt like just in a green, kind of like khaki, without any shading on it, looks kind of weird. I don't know, don't really care for that. But once again, the molding and the crotch piece and the legs all looks good, and we got some more glossy black over here. Okay, and the boots, and we got another little holster for the knife. Like, even the articulation is kind of wonky. But first of all, the head itself, it's just on a ball hinge up there, single ball hinge, so you can bring that back and forth on the ball joint actually, but I thought it rotated around, but it doesn't, so that's okay, I guess. It does go out to the side a little bit, not super great. And then we have the super neck. It's super articulated. No, it's not. Well, you can bring it back and forth. It is once again on a ball joint with a hinge on it. It would rotate around. I mean, it does. It does go side to side a little bit. It doesn't have any room, so you cannot bring it a lot. Not bring it out a lot. And we have ball joint in the shoulder over here. Can rotate that around. Can bring it up. And his fist fell off again. I'm not even touching it. So, all right, fists are falling off. This is soft plastic. Is that connected somewhere? It's floaty over here, but I think it's connected back there. Yeah, I mean the middle part is connected and it's probably glued on over here. It's not completely connected, but anyway, can bring that around, can bring that up actually pretty nicely. And it looks good, I gotta give him that. And you have the peg over here, and you have some room, so like I'm saying, rotate it around. There's no bicep swivel, nothing going on over there. We have a big ball pack in the shoulder, which is weird because usually Figma has like the small ball hinges basically, which doesn't look good in the conversion over here at all. It's just kind of weird how it goes out. Like, it's weirdly molded, like it's really connected. I feel like this should be higher up, because you move it out and you see it just kind of moves up like that. I mean, articulation of it is good. You can bring it up over 45 degrees. You can rotate it around instead of a bicep swivel, I guess, and you can rotate it around at the forearm itself because it's packed in here and there. And then the fist, if it let me just have this fist, maybe that will stay on. It does go up, but it does go down. It doesn't really go up. Kinda, a little bit. Super limited in the fists. All right, let's have a look at this great torso. How much we get out of that. So at least it's molded nicely over there, that it doesn't leave any gaps. Can bring that up and down. Has some good motion in it. Side to side, wriggles around all the way. Goes around, and then at the I mean, that was the chest part. I said torso, I think. The chest part, it is soft plastic, by the way. Just realized that. And you can lift that up over here. Weird, but okay. I mean, that's why it's moving with the apps. So it's all right. It's all right. Then down at the torso, is he stuck over there? Because he doesn't really move around. I can't move him around at the torso. So I guess because we have the middle piece over here, they left that out. And how does that go around? So you have the upper body and then the middle piece of the torso over here that just kind of goes down. As a result, you can't rotate it around because there's nothing to rotate around. It just goes back and forth a little bit, and that's it. Can rotate it around down here though, the crotch piece. That one rotates around. Okay. And I'm messing it up. I'm going too far. But can bring that around. Can move that back and forth. Has a little bit of wiggle motion. And the crotch piece is also soft plastic. That's good. And as you can tell, you have a cut over here, so you can bring the legs out all the way. That's cool. You can bring them forward and can bring them back. Okay. Can rotate the legs around over here because it's on a ball joint. Yeah, it's on a ball joint actually up there. I couldn't see it through the camera. Then we got the knees. Got a big ball hinge in there. And I don't get, like, this is just a nitpick. This is not a huge deal. This looks ugly. So why don't you have this as a knee pad on itself on the ball joint, which stays on the ball joint while you rotate the legs out? It would have looked a lot better. Just saying. And I mean, if I can come up with these things, like, why can you not do that, Figma, please? Moving the foot side to side, just a little bit of wiggle motion. And once again, it is on a ball joint with double packs, packed in here, packed in up there. And yeah, it goes back and forth pretty nicely. And you have a toe hinge. And it's articulation. Wonky, again. As far as the accessories go, we have two faces. Really just the only thing that's changing are the eyes, and I can't really focus. There you go, thank you camera for participating. Got that. Got two katana blades. Those are very nicely painted. I like the double gray in there, like the wave of dark gray. Going over the other one, nice and metallic, and like the black handles. Also showing you that. And we got this little knife for the holster, which we've already seen. Let me see if that actually goes in. My camera would focus, please. I hate technology. I actually like technology, but it's stuff like that where it's just like, eh. So yeah, we got that. That looks good. Let me zoom out. Maybe then we'll fix it. There we go. Fixed. So that goes in there. We have the thing, the sword holders for the back. You can take those out. You can just take the handles out. And I mean, if you're using the swords, you take the handles out and you put this on his back. If you're not using the swords, you can display him like that. With the swords in his holster, and then he has two guns, which look very good. But just the one thing, it's just one solid color. They didn't paint the handles, which especially for this one looks kind of weird. I feel like that could use a nice little brown handle, but whatever. And then we got some hands. We got some just open hands, probably for the burrito or whatnot. We'll get to that. Trigger finger hand and sword holding hand and just open posing hands. Same for the other side. Of course, for the rest of it, you got your Figma classics. You got your Figma base in there. I'm not gonna take that out right now. I'm probably not gonna use it. Got the Figma base. And then we got some extra hands, which I'm guessing are part of the DX version because they're in the bag and not with the rest. Just like a pointy finger, thumbs up finger, and like a surfer dude shaka bra thing. And then we got the rest of the DX version, which is actually just in a box. It says DX version. You got his pants. I'm gonna put that on later. You got 2 legs and the crotch piece for his underpants. And you know, naked legs. I got 2 size. Shoutouts to Ninja Turtles Raphael. Got 2 size. You got 2 big guns. Once again, handles are not painted. For the rest of it, it looks good. I mean, look at the detail, paint job. Nicely done. I mean, it's a nice paint. And we got the burrito. And then lastly, I just opened this up real quick. We have another hand, which I'm guessing is for the big guns. You have another face for the burrito, where it has a little bit of his mask open. That looks cool. Look at the detail in that facial expression. It looks super wonky and super weird, but I feel like it's appropriate for a character like Deadpool. Because I know Figma has a pretty bad history in doing realistic looking faces. They're good at anime, but anything else. And the burrito, this is where he bites it off. It's just, again, one solid color, not a little tip over there of paint. Would have been nice. But what are you gonna do? And that's the DX version, and that's all really. And then we have Naked Pool, I guess. This part is really nicely done, and I'm losing my voice again. I don't. It's been 2 weeks. I've had a cold. It's really annoying. It's really keeping me from doing videos. Actually, all the videos you've been watching, it's just been like it's been a lot of old videos. Regardless of that, you can rotate it around over here. You can rotate it around at the thighs, and that's it. You have, of course, ball hinges in there. Once again, it looks horrible. I don't... Why you mold the kneecap and not put the kneecap on the ball joint itself? I mean, the entire piece is cool. It is a nice feature, but yeah, it's really not saving this figure. One more thing to note, you can take the guns out of here. The handles are just floaty, connected over there. They're not connected to anything, or actually, just slide it over there. And it looks good, it looks natural. Same for the gun that's on his leg. And no problem there. But a huge problem actually, and that's I guess that's just me. His swords. Let's see. I tried for 20 minutes now. Tried for a hot 20 minutes, but basically what I'm trying to get at, this does not hold at all. Like, look, I'm pushing it in. I'm pushing on it. Nothing. Zero. And the handle fell off. So I don't know. I don't know if it's broken. It looks kind of weird over here. It looks like it's broken off. In the packaging, that was not me, alright? Before you go out and be like, oh, you broke something again. You pig, you savage. No, it was like that in the packaging. And it's gonna bring me to the final thoughts. The writing's on the wall, guys, right? I mean, if you've been listening to this, I do not recommend this one. Why do I not recommend this one? I mean, just look at the torso. It's ugly, it's effed up, the neck is way too long. There's problems with the paint job, this and this doesn't line up, the shoulders and the torso doesn't line up in the black. And the knees don't look good, but overall, I mean, the molding, it's okay, the paint job is nice, there's a ton of accessories, but overall this figure just aesthetically just doesn't look good. It just doesn't look good, and that's the main thing. If you have a figure that has all the accessories, that has an amazing paint job, but just looks super wonky with his long ass neck and me knocking over my tripod, has nothing to do with that. But yeah, no. I don't like this figure. I actually regret buying this figure, and I actually regret even more that I got the DX version. So yeah, I got suckered in this time. So there you go. Do not recommend unless you really... I mean, if you see this and you think it's okay, then go for it. By all means, go for it. But for me, I don't like this figure, and yeah, that's it. So as usual, thank you very much for watching. Don't forget, if you enjoyed this review, feel free to hit it up with a like and subscribe to the channel so you can stay tuned for more figure reviews, gameplay stuff, and whatever Deadpool wants.